And I will never pre-order a book that I really want to read badly again because my mail comes late as hell and I'm impatient anyway. So last night I made a whole new account and ordered a Kindle version from Amazon UK because it was the second in the UK last night. I started reading it last night. I'm horrible. Just overboard. I just could have waited. We will get to the TBR. I don't think I'm going to do a theme for the month of May because I feel like I handicapped myself a little bit with that because some of them are hard to get through because I want to pick up some of these books that I bought. I was like, no, gotta read a retelling, and I just some days it was a struggle. Okay, my camera's really being an asshole, but in no particular order, these are the books that I intend to read in May. First up, A Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab. This is the first book in a trilogy, and it is set in a world where multiple different universes are a thing. There's like 5 different versions of London and all this crazy stuff, and I cannot wait to get into it. Again, I do not know too much about it, but people rave about it. I don't want to read the synopsis too much because I'm getting to a point where I really like to go into them blind. I'm going to try not to say that 100 times in this video like I always do. Then, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This book I keep picking up and putting down and picking up and putting down because I was in a really bad place in April, so I decided probably it was a good idea to wait and read it until it's better because I just had a lot of shit going on, and these books tend to rake me over the coals emotionally anyway because there's just a lot of just societal shit that really pisses me off. Then, this probably doesn't shock anybody, Vision in Silver, which is book 3 in the Others series by Anne Bishop. Now in this series, Meg is a blood prophet who escaped from her keepers. When her skin is cut, she sees visions of the future. This book is set in a world where humans were not the first one there. The others were the Terra Indigene, to include shapeshifters, werewolves, vampires, all that fun stuff. And they are not, the humans are not in charge, but they are. And they are not having any human shenanigans. You cross them, they will eat you. Then there is Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This is the first book in the trilogy, of which I have the other 2 back here. In this book, the princess, I believe, is a princess, yes. She is basically supposed to be set up in this arranged marriage to a prince or a man or whoever she has not met yet. She's not having those shenanigans, and she runs away. She runs away to this village, and she ends up in this love triangle situation with the man that she is supposed to be getting married to, and an assassin that's set to kill her. She doesn't know who they are, but they both know who she is, and it just sounded really interesting to me, and I stopped reading right there, so we shall see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't suck because I bought all 3 of them. Then we have Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. This book is first in I believe the second one just came out. I don't have that yet. I showed restraint by not buying both at once for once. But this book is supposed to be really good. It's set in a world where there are all different types of magic and witches. This one in particular is a truth witch, which makes her very easily able to discern truth from lies, which I'm assuming doesn't make her very popular. And then we have Under Rose Tainted Skies by Louise Gordonall. This book is about a girl who suffers from anxiety and depression and agoraphobia, and the cover is just awesome with the watercolor and such. It's kind of got a Boy Next Door feel, almost like Everything did, except for there were some things about Everything that I didn't like and seemed kind of unrealistic concerning her sickness and whatnot. So hopefully this one gives me what I was missing from that book. But yes, it is a romance, mental health type dealio. Then I want to get to this puppy. I've been dying to get my hands on this book for months, and now I need to read it. This is Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. And I'm probably the last person to jump on this bandwagon, so I'm not even going to tell you about it because I'm pretty sure you all know what it is. But I can't wait to get to it because it's told in the form of like emails and messages and stuff. Then lastly, I don't know if I'll get to this one or not because it is a chunker. Strains of Dreamer by Laini Taylor. Actually, I should probably add a Daughter Smoking Bone to this as well. But that's so pretty. That's so pretty, look at that. But yeah, this is one that I started for Tom Topple and I started making notes and whatever, but I had to stop because this was one of those ones I'd already been reading like pretty heavy books, and the detail in this I really needed to pay attention to. I feel like I would miss something. So I stopped and I said I would pick it up again in a little while. So it's a little while. I would try to get to this in the month of May. And this is a little ambitious, I believe, but I like them to be padded because I change my mind about books frequently and I'm an emotional reader. And I go based on what I'm feeling at the moment to read next. So TBRs don't do too well for me unless I make them huge and I can pick within them. So yes, we'll see how that goes. But that's all I have for this vid, guys, and thanks for watching. Ciao.